Okay, hello everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Uh, I think my internet connection at home just kind of died, so I switched over to using my phone. Okay. Uh, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
You can hear me. That's good. Somebody's commenting must have taken some crazy rainbow to crash the stream. I'm getting feedback from you, Daedra. There we go. Okay, the rainbow is a lie. Still currently not there, you're right. That kind of is. So, uh, we want to... Hey. It's hidden. Come back, I need you. Okay. Uh, let's see here. So let's see. May need to build a rainbow gradient, but it's actually going to be oriented the wrong direction. So let's name this rainbow and try stroke path. Let's just do a paintbrush. That's part of it, kind of there. But that's not really the way we want to do this. So we're going to flip this around. Where'd stroke go? There it is. Brush. Why are you coming out blue? I don't know. What kind of... we've got RGB. My standby screen is on. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah. Biggest challenge is remembering the orders, the colors of the rainbow. Not particularly. It's Roy G. Biv. But the biggest challenge is going to be making this rainbow. I'm not particularly good at this, as you've probably noticed before. Oh, good. It's upside down. So there we go. The sky is smiling. Okay, well that's part of it. We're kind of getting somewhere. Only in Mystcraft. Needs to span the whole sky. Needs to do a lot of things. So this isn't going to work. We can already kind of establish this isn't going to work right. So will be more interesting. Ooh, I just thought of something very interesting. Let's see here. Link panel effects. Well, where am I? There we go. Okay, this is the rendering stuff for the disarm effect link panel. kind of thinking of doing something along these lines. If we actually render the rainbow live, that could be interesting. It would be cheaper to use an image, though. I'm also not sure if I can get a nice curved rainbow. Somebody's suggesting they've actually made me something here, so I will go check that out. And we'll bring up the waiting menu here. Look. Everybody seems to be discussing the science behind rainbows on the street, on the chat. It's quite funny. Oh, this is useful. Not going to do what I wanted to do, though. Sorry, stream just went to, please hold on screen while I was looking at something. Alright, so we could actually try and do some of this. Yes, please do not adjust your television set. Screen is working fine. Don't touch that dial. I'm not really sure how to proceed with this, but I kind of started this with that. But I don't know precisely how I'd render a rainbow, but this is where it goes. Itty bitty rainbow. Hey, we wanted to scale the sky. That's progress. Soren is very good with textures, so I probably will get him to do that. Okay. There we go. One fake rainbow. Ta-da! Okay. I'm just gonna clear this out for the moment. Held is right. 32 by 32 is too small for anything reasonable. That rainbow was rendered in the skybox. You cannot not harvest it for spaceship fuel. Speaking of which, if you're actually Sock, you're welcome to join me in TeamSpeak. Alrighty. So that was just kind of a goof-off thing. What are we going to do? Alright, so I'm not really... I've gone through the things I wanted to do. I'm not sure What else to do at that past that point? Mob raining would be fun. You would think, except they take fall damage.
All the better to gather the loot.
Time to hunt leprechauns. Yeah, when I add rainbows, I should add leprechauns. Hey, I could actually do that. Instead of rendering to the skybox, I could render a rainbow in the world. It'd be an entity. And at the end, there's a pot of gold. And a very angry leprechaun. I kind of started the stream with an update on the writing systems, but I will go back and do that because people are requesting that. And now we need a Blarney stone. Fix. No, it's much better to have the pot of gold far into the skybox. Alright, let's throw this in there. Okay. So this is the new GUI for stuff. This is the bookbinder. And here are pages. Symbols are now items. We've got to drop them in here. I don't want to do a full review on it, I'm afraid. Oops, I didn't actually mean to grab that. Huh. I think we just crashed. That's good. Empty string not allowed. It was the same crash again, actually. Okay. How do you plan on to get the items? Well, you will explore and you will find them in chests in places or on lecterns, and you will, if I can get back inside, I can show you that.
So the lectern can be in dungeons?
Yeah, well, not necessarily in dungeons, and I don't want to say too much for how all that will work, but I will add structures, basically.
Screw you, Miss.
Okay.
Hello, Sock!
That's a snazzy looking face you got there.
Basically, I just wanted to know if you were just tossing them into the dungeons or making your own thing.
I'll mostly be doing my own thing.
Okay.
Stupid Mystcraft.
What?
It's okay. If there's anything important, I'd bug the guy that made it. Just block IDs.
I've actually changed a bunch of them at this point. But,
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, I'm way behind. What's with the pages and the pedestals and such?
okay, well, symbols, basically the symbols as concept things have gone away. You no longer learn symbols, you collect them. And you store symbols on pages.
Ooh.
So, got a whole GUI full of pages here. Basically, Notebook has changed. It is now an inventory of pages instead of a collection of symbols. And you can do 4 different ones in here at the moment. That may or may not change. And it stores these symbol pages, and you can create more, and you can write to books. And let's see here, blue. Now I have a blue symbol. I used some paper. I can do this like this. I can actually take a blank page. This. If I look at them in the world, they are, if I hold one, it appears to the right there. Throw them out in the world. Here like that. You can stick them in there. Put them on lecterns. You could map on lecterns. Book stands.
It's a grouping novel. It's a dimensional generator. It's a grouping novel and a dimensional generator.
Ta-da! Okay. So yeah. So that's most of this GUI is just for writing. That's all this does. You just write. And you can write to books and things. Let's see here. So if I wrote in, well, I'll go through all that again with you. All right, so somewhere, no weather. I've written in dark stars now. Single biome, normal sun, normal moon, normal stars. You've seen the new Celestial Mechanics, right?
No.
No. All right. Well, we'll do something interesting with that too. 0,
I'm not kidding, stay way behind.
normal moon. Okay. And now I've already done single biome, but I need a biome, so desert. Desert's good. Caves and modifiers. I haven't done terrain yet, I don't think. No. All right. So let's do. Find lava. Lava's not in here, is it? All
It
right.
seems that aside from the immersion aspect being altered, that some of the changes increase the modularity of the mod.
Quite a bit. And that was part of the thing as well. I'd be able to do some more interesting things. Instead of generating a world and then being able to see the symbols in the world, instead you will be able to in fact, when you generate a world and you didn't specify things, you won't be able to see the symbols that get added. Instead, you will have to explore to find pages with symbols. So what did I just do? Did I just drop it in here? There it is. All right, so we're going to drop lava in with modifiers. And sort, click. I'm going to write lava in here. And then I'm going to do standard terrain, which is around here somewhere. This one. Alright, so do we have everything? We've got celestial, weather, biomes, standard terrain. I'm still missing lighting, so there's lighting. Alright. Did I just replace that book? I did. That's okay. No, this is the wrong one. Huh. I appear to have lost it. Interesting. Let's write it again.
Somehow the book's fallen into itself, creating a paradox of dimensional rifts.
Oh yeah. We're in trouble now. Alright, so let's do that again. No weather, single biome, normal sun, normal moon, stars.
How you doing, Sachi?
Pretty good, you?
Yeah, good. I'm assuming that's how you say your name, right?
Close enough.
Huh. I apologize if I've just butchered your name.
No, there's been much worse.
I assumed it said Sachi Varel.
Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, this is the book binder. It doesn't, or no, this isn't the book binder, this is the desk, so. The binder does not have a texture yet, no. I will add a texture to it before I stick it on Forgecraft. Alright, so let's see here. I've done those things. And then I was going to do lava. And then standard terrain, standard lighting.
What's up, Blue Chance? Curious who you are.
Okay. Oh, that's everything. Let's go. Ta-doo.
Awesome.
Alright, so we're here. There's two suns. That one's not moving. Should be a moon around here somewhere. I don't know where. Or how fast it's moving, even. Ooh, the horizon is white.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're asking if I'm the real Satch. Yeah, I think so. Last I checked.
He is. I can definitely tell by the voice. Alright, so... Okay, so that sun just set. Still haven't seen the moon.
This is not the Sachi you're looking for.
There goes the moon! Okay, so...
That's pretty awesome. Does having the second sun in the sky mean it stays day all the time?
Yeah, it will always be day. It will always be as bright as the highest sun, basically, would make it.
Yeah, the guy in chat, the Sasha Verlton _ yes, that is me.
Lies.
Lies and slander.
Prove it's you.
I don't know how.
Aside from the voice he's been using, I don't know how either. Ah!
Yeah, if that writer isn't proof enough, you obviously don't know him very well.
Hmm.
I don't know him at all. No offense to you, Sax, but we've never really been in the same room together.
No, not tagging.
Enjoying caving in
That
the world
is
here.
your real name.
Tatooine's collapsing in on itself. Flee!
It is actually Tatooine.
That's kind of what I thought you were going for. Two suns, all desert, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Alrighty.
You must go to the Dagobah system.
Well, okay,
Okay.
so that was one of the things I was doing. We've done this celestial mechanics for Sock now. The other things I was showing is continue whatnot. Oh, are there any oceans in this world? We may not get any ocean here. Oh, there's some.
Water, quick, get it!
No, it's not water.
No.
It is the ocean,
It's
but
orange
it's
water.
not water.
Orange Bernie water.
It is orange Bernie water.
Dark, I've already tweeted this channel. Six minutes ago, to be exact.
Well, thank you. Drink the Bernie orange juice. Somebody in chat suggested. No.
Well,
All right,
actually,
so-
can't give you acid reflux. I guess that's accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's reasonable approximation here. So, yes, the oceans on this world are made of lava.
That is awesome.
And the reason for this is I put in the modifier system, or the modifier symbol, lava. That's the right world. Before the
That's
standard
actually cool.
terrain.
I was looking to make worlds like that at one point, and I couldn't figure out how. That's really cool.
And now, you can also do, I'll just show in here. Should also be in stone to do that. And there was netherrack as well, which isn't in that book. So I'll get that. I am indeed streaming. So where is netherrack? Modifiers. Sort. Netherrack. So yeah, you can actually recreate the nether. I also added earlier, let's grab that too, nether fortress. There you go. Okay, so you can actually do this.
Raise the sea level yet?
No, I haven't done that. I've had the code for that for ages. That is how Solid's add-on works. It uses the system I set up.
Yeah.
I just don't have symbols that do it.
XComp can do anything.
I said that earlier, and he's not letting
Yes,
me.
you did. And you're never gonna limit that.
Nah.
I wouldn't mind seeing like a symbol that makes it so it's kind of like a cave world below, but then like normal generation on top, making use of the more space that they gave us.
The more, like the 256?
Have like, what is it, 256 or 128 now instead of half of that?
Well, we have 256 now for world height. And I recently added in a chunk constructor, so basically an interpreter for the block array that allows for block IDs over 255 to be used, for us to generate above Y127, because currently generation, like the native generation, is still limited to 127. It can't generate higher than that, even though the world is bigger, because Notch wouldn't fix it. So I made it so mine uses higher than that.
Nice. Well, so as I was saying, it would be nice to have, I was just thinking about a world where it has like the sea level is higher, so you have the normal generation on top, and then you actually have nice big caves underground. Maybe not like all big caves, but like a few nice big caves.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a great idea for a commercial for XComp.
For a commercial?
Yep.
Alright.
Stuck in Minecraft. Can't seem to do it. XComp can.
And now we
Pigs in space! Sorry, it was out of
Just when
chat.
you thought all else failed, here comes XComp out of nowhere. XComp, he can do anything.
I was saying I could do anything in here in Minecraft. I can do the generation code. I can do anything. But,
You
alright,
didn't specify.
I guess I didn't. I did mean that I could generate anything, as it were. Alright,
Can't
so...
jump a 20-story gap. XComp can.
So, Sock, what's this look like to you? Hello?
Hmm?
What's it look like to you?
Well, that's another forge, no denying that.
Yep.
And somehow in the desert it works.
Yeah, I know, I was actually noticing it. It looks really good.
Even the parts of it that are half buried, it's like, I don't know. It goes with the whole sand really well.
Mm-hmm. And blaze spawner.
You might want to time out Kamzi,
Yep.
XCOM.
Use
Crazy.
Crystal Emporium.
Yeah. Doesn't have it, he'll make it eventually. And this is not the fortress I found earlier.
It's not the fortress you're looking for.
No, it's not. There's a surprisingly frequent number of these around here. Maybe they're just easy to find if you're flying on a world that is otherwise flat.
The one with part of it caved in.
Mm-hmm. There we go. It's a non-cave world. Nether.
But wide open.
Yep. I like it this way.
Sun is shining at hell.
And it's frozen in
So,
time. It's not moving. Go ahead.
So, can you make hell freeze over?
Yes.
Well, that's easy. You just put down a bunch of snow golems. Problem solved.
Well, that's one option. I'm gonna go this way. Drop a book in there so I can write. And this is again just kind of a holdover. The book is supposed to be convertible to an age book. Yes. It's also only supposed to have 3 pages in it. So it actually currently has an infinite number of pages. When you start crafting books with pages in them, like you do with the binder here, then oops, I wrote Dark Stars. The weather, single biome, normal sun, normal moon, stars, biomes, there. Alright. Caves. More caves. And then I make an island. Well, I suppose I could. What was I doing? We're going to want netherrack.
Oh, why doesn't my the crafting recipe? Wow, and I just completely. Why does my NEI not show the crafting recipe for the writing desk?
I don't know.
Stupid NEI.
Yeah, somebody's pointing out I did this wrong. Because I just kind of started listing things off. But that's okay, I'll accept some instability. So.
Decay everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It won't be a big amount. You're not terribly enough. Or not quite enough for decay. Alright, so... And somebody just said something that I wanted to do as well. I don't think it's in here, though, because it's not really how it works. So. I've already done standard terrain. Standard terrain, lighting, and then somewhere around here, no, I changed the name of it, didn't I? I think it's now actually named, no, it's not. What is it? Let me just get this. Skylands, that's it. I'll drop it in here. Easy to find that way. Okay. There's Skylands.
I have no idea why, but the song "Girls Just Wanna Have Fun" popped into my head.
I don't think that's
It's rather
in
disgusting.
any way related to what I'm doing.
Oh, definitely not.
There we go. It's frozen now.
Unless we're thinking the same thing.
Victory!
A snowball's chance! Doesn't have much of a chance over here. Apparently Netherrack does not melt snow, so...
That was random.
Right. So, yeah. Skylands with snow and... Okay, it was just a rendering failure. I was like, why is there floating snow? Because there's actually a floating island here. I'm saying lava should
Floating
freeze into
snow is
obsidian
best
here,
snow.
but it doesn't. What was that, Sock? Sorry?
Floating snow is best snow.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't eat yellows now.
Mm-mm. No. Don't do that.
No
What
matter how
happens
many
when a
people
meteor
tell you it
flies
tastes
into the
like
void?
lemons.
It dies eventually, I guess. Okay.
If you want to get...
Go ahead.
Someone said lava should freeze into rock, surely. If you want to get technical, technically the lava should, you know, start... Well, especially surface lava should start cooling down. Not sea
Yeah.
lava.
There's not much science in Minecraft.
Convection.
Yeah. Alright. A dire dimension where everything is 9 by 9 and eternal day.
Meteoroids can't break bedrock.
Meteoroids can, in fact, break bedrock.
They can?
Uh-huh. They will go right through it. The explosion doesn't hurt
Ah.
bedrock, but the meteor itself impacting the bedrock can.
Oh, I did not know that.
So you can eventually wind up with holes straight into the void.
Witchcraft.
X-Hump, what made you want to make this mod? I don't get asked that very often. Basically, I was playing the Myst games with a friend, and I'd been dabbling with modding Minecraft at the time. The first thing I did was I made a Finite Liquids mod that was based off the Dwarf Fortress fluid mechanics. But I was playing around with things, and we were playing Myst, and then Ribbon, and then Exile. And I made some comment, this would actually be a really good Minecraft mod. This would be fun to play with. And he kind of looked at me and went, you have to do that now. You absolutely have to do that. I said, alright, fine, I'll go try it. And I went and I created, the initial version of Mystcraft was just, I created books that when you crafted these books, they would have a 1 in 3 chance of linking to a new world and a 2 in 3 chance of linking to where you are right now. And the new worlds were always single biome worlds. There was no such thing as instability, there's no decay, there's none of that. And I actually, before I released it, the initial testing things was it would link you to the end, and if you were in the end, it would link you to the overworld. And once I got that working, I went, okay, I can do this. So, I made Mystcraft.
So you didn't make the infinite water mod. You just made one.
No, I didn't. I didn't make finite water. And when I looked at finite water, I was like, I would have done this differently. Because I would have gone with Dwarf Fortress Fluid Mechanics because they make more sense in a block world. But finite water seems to work.
That's a way better explanation than I got bored.
Yeah, I'm not very good at, like, I'm not very frequently bored.
It's usually what I tend to explain everything as. I was bored.
I don't have the time to get bored.
Oh, I do.
This is supposed to be... Oh! Oh! Ha! That's funny. Oops.
What is?
That's interesting. It's a
What did
long-standing
you
bug
play?
in that case. This is a hell biome, which means we should have nether mobs. We don't have nether mobs. The reason for this is the weather system overrides the current biome so that you can have snow. Doesn't matter what biome it is, it's snowing. So, in doing that, it apparently also changes the biome that it uses when generating the mobs. Aren't you glad it's not rain? Goodbye.
Enderman still get hurt since it is technically frozen water.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Anyone that didn't know what snow was, you just learned something. From Captain Obvious.
Goodbye. Alright, so... Yeah, that's a bug. I'm gonna write that down. Biome replace affects mobs. Really, when I redo mob control stuff, whatever, that won't matter, but it's kind of an interesting oops.
Alright, I'm going to be back in just a little bit. I had some work stuff come up. Probably be back 30 minutes to an hour or so.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us anyway.
Oh yeah,
See you
this is
soon.
awesome stuff.
Alright. Alright. So... Go away, Rain.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day.
Indeed. So at this point,
What we did.
I'm not sure what else to do.
Our ex-comp, feel free at any moment to tell me to shut up.
People want to see gravity. islands. The problem with islands is they're pretty localized.
Up and away.
Gravity is an option, I suppose, but it's kind of odd. Enderworld. Enderworld makes more sense. We can do the noise generation for Ender stuff. Oh, great, Bremen. Bremen? I'm sure. Bremen is apparently writing rainbow code for me. That's very nice of you. Thank you. All right, well, let's go look at that. So, Eye of Sauron Sun option. That just sounds scary. Okay. So let's see here. Pellet
I
machines.
think someone earlier.
I haven't got to very advanced tech yet. Sorry. Alright, so same thing as previous. I'm just kind of copying this symbol. This is going to be odd. But main thing we need is the noise function for this. So,
Here's a good question. How would your meteor striking force fields from MFFS work?
where was this?
Like drop.
Oh, currently meteors striking force fields break the force field. If the force field were many layers deep, the outer layers would break, and it would eventually explode as it went through different layers of force fields. The meteor would go off, as it were, and then you could have the outer force fields rebuild if they do that. I'm not sure. But basically, you could try like a 6-layer deep force field, or maybe even 12-layer deep. You could try that. Alright, so we need this function. So we'll copy this function.
Someone asks what program is he using to cod this? Not code, cod.
Well, I generally use a fishing pole for cod, but I'm currently using Eclipse to code.
How long have you been modding?
That's actually kind of the wrong question. How long have I been programming? For... well, I'm not sure anymore. I started programming when I was 9 years old, and I've been programming since, basically. Started with QBasic, went to C++, eventually learned Java in university. I didn't learn Java until I came to university. But basically I started learning that at university, and then I played with modding. I started modding a year ago, basically.
So how old are you?
I'm 23.
So 23 take away 9.
Yep.
Oh, you math people can do that.
14.
I know.
And
Can you get
actually,
the community involved, dude?
I should make a post. Mystcraft is a year old. I started development 1 year ago.
Exactly, today?
Yes. The first release was like sometime shortly after Christmas, I think. Maybe in January even. Yes, Soren is my brother. But...
Unfortunately.
no, I'm very proud of Soren.
You kick my ass here.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, happy birthday to Mystcraft.
So you the one that got Soren into modding?
Perhaps, yeah. He probably started looking at it because I was doing it. So. What is my preferred programming language? C++, usually. So I generally prefer C++ to most things, but I won't stand there and go, this language is best, because I know a lot of languages, and I can tell you that generally the best language in any particular scenario depends on the context of the problem. And I am older. Soren is the younger brother.
I knew that because I'm your stalker.
Yep.
What do you think of his Zycraft?
Who, me? And
I was actually asking Stump.
yeah.
What do I think of Zycraft? It's very pretty. I wish I could make things that pretty. He's much
What
better
would
at
you do
textures
better?
than I am. By a long way.
Just a nice Soren. If you were coding it, what would you do better?
Mechanics? Well, it's kind of the distinction. He's much better at this, and I'm better at this, and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's actually seen any of the mechanics for a Zycraft yet.
I've seen some of them, and they're moving along quite well. It's looking good.
You definitely can't really compare the two mods, though.
No, they're not in any way related, particularly. It's...
Can you compare Zycraft to a Summer's Day?
Truth, I do not love thee with mine eyes.
You know Shakespeare.
I like Shakespeare, yes.
Ah, son of a weakness.
You're
Exclamation.
welcome.
If I could reach you, I would hit you. So mean, dude.
Land, flowing, empty. I don't know what this last word should be. Ender. That's good.
It should be the right one.
Should be the right one. Every bit of this is getting used. Amazing. It uses exactly the same voice data areas and whatnot. Let's go back up here and look at that. Yeah. Figured. Well, great. Okay, we're cool. I guess we're set with that then. Let's plop that in there somewhere. Where does that go? Terrain gen. End. Now the problem with this is going to be that it's only generating one chunk, whatever. But it's very similar to the void, so it's not going to be a huge deal. There's more work than the void, but it should be fast enough for that.
Are you serious? 2 ages, both weakness.
Well, what all you're doing for your writing?
I'm just making books to learn stuff.
Ah, well, those are going to be unstable.
You're screwing me over.
End world! It's amusing. Oh, there is problem. I could just do this.
Wow, nausea is... Damn. That's really disorienting.
Mm-hmm. I believe that's the point.
You don't say.
No, we pretty. I'll just scale it. Okay. We move around out here, bothering me. Cat. All right. So let's create a world with end world. No weather, single biome, normal sun, normal moon, stars, forests, caves, wooden tendrils, standard lighting down here somewhere.
Oh,
So
what happened
that's
to...
terrain, weather, biomes, celestial, lighting. We're good.
What happened to combining books to get a new one?
Combining books to get a new one?
Yeah,
It was
you know,
never
if you put
supposed to
two...
happen.
Oh,